Yes, sir. Welcome back to Fast Break Bets presented by BettingPros. You know me, know the voice, know the guys. Me, really real, villain real, Terrell Furman Jr. here at your service. Oh, where is it? Nice, sweet sound of getting things done. Getting things done. We got things done on a Tuesday in the NBA. Shout out to Bobby Portis, and I mean, Bobby Portis was on one. I'm really kicking myself that I didn't give out the ladder play on Bobby Portis here. We had him for 10.5 points. He went to 22. 22. Oh man, imagine the ladder play there. I should have gave it out. And then I actually just came upstairs from watching this game. The Oklahoma City Thunder got it done, laying 4.5 here, knocking off the Dallas Mavericks, moving on to the next round of the NBA Cup. So, really nice work by OKC there. Very good game by them. Finally got the monkey off their back of beating Dallas, and they were able to handle business. Isaiah Hartenstein had a big game on the boards, not as much as the assists, but on the boards, he got things done. Okay. Really excited about that. We have more NBA Cup basketball on a Wednesday. Two more games. These will decide the next two teams that will meet OKC and the Milwaukee Bucks over there in Vegas for the NBA Cup. We'll talk about that in just a second, but I got to remind you first and foremost that if you haven't already, you need to get that Betting Pros app. Like this is easy. You got to understand all the plays that I give out, I'm tracking them on the app. I'm over here giving them out on the app. You have the prop bet cheat sheet that's giving you a whole bunch of bets to make on the app. Your system plays on the app. All of that is on the app. Basically, if you're listening to this show without the app, you're doing this wrong. You're doing this absolutely wrong. So go get that Betting Pros app. Make sure you lock in, tap in with the Betting Pros app over there in the App Store or Google Play Store or whatever store you got. Make sure you go get that Betting Pros app. All right, let's do it. Two games. Let's start with the first game. NBA Cup action quarterfinals. The New York Knicks are playing the Atlanta Hawks at home, laying 7 at home against the Atlanta Hawks. 237.5 is the total. So here is a spot where I would love to back my New York Knicks on the spread against Atlanta, but and this is where New Yorkers really irritate me because they get into their love and their fandom about the Knicks and they just start talking crap about everybody, giving people attention that don't need attention. And Trey Young just finds a way to garner some type of strength, like Milwaukee, Philly, and New York. I feel like Trey Young gets some type of superpowers. And I mean, I know he's a good basketball player, but it just feels like when he's in New York or he's playing against New York and the fans start booing and doing all that stuff, he starts elevating his play. Very annoying. Could be really annoying for a spread. I could really see the Knicks winning this game, but Atlanta backdooring this. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fade Atlanta's terrible defense because I know and I've been seeing and I've been watching and I've been hearing the chatter and everybody talk about it. And they're talking to, oh, yeah, Atlanta's defense is back. Atlanta's defense is back. Atlanta's defense is back. They're playing good again. They're doing all that, this, that, and the third. The Lakers walked in there and dropped 132. It might have took overtime. They might have still won the game, but they gave up 132 points nonetheless. Denver walked in there and scored 141 on them. This defense is not back. They're actually still very horrible, and we're going to continue to fade them. So, I guess you should already know that's where I am going with this play. My play of the day for that game is nonetheless the New York Knicks team total to go over 122.5. Wish I got this a little bit earlier. I think there was a chance that I possibly could have found this line at 120. And it's cool. It's all right. We're missing a few points here, but I still like it here because I think the Knicks are due for 125 on this Atlanta Hawks team. This is in-season revenge for the New York Knicks. They did lose that last matchup on November 6th, 121, 116 to Atlanta. I think the Knicks can definitely do a lot more scoring in this game and be able to control the pace of the game and not let Atlanta get into that moment where they kind of get the Knicks rattled, create some turnovers, and they're running the fast break. And no, I think the Knicks can control the pace of the game. If they want the game to go fast, if they want the game to go slow, the Knicks can absolutely do that. I mean, come on. Do I really have to sit here and spit out all the bad defensive metrics for the Atlanta Hawks? Because there's a lot of them, and they haven't been they haven't been a good defense in forever. And that's just what Quinn Snyder is doing with this team right now. Like it just doesn't seem like that's a focus for Quinn Snyder. And I actually don't know what Quinn Snyder's doing with the Atlanta Hawks. It just feels like this team is another basketball team in the NBA, and it doesn't seem like that they're actually trying to go out there and I don't know compete for a championship. Nonetheless, the Hawks are running at the fifth fastest pace right now. The Knicks are running 19th. I think the Knicks slow the pace down, but get incredibly efficient in what they're doing. Fifth in offensive rating over the past 5 games. They've been very, very good in their sets and getting good looks at the basket. I think that they're going to be able to dominate uh, the Atlanta Hawks inside of the paint. They're 11th in paint percentage in the past 5 games. So I think this is another opportunity where the Knicks, hey, slow the game down, get good looks at the basket, get inside the paint on this team, create turnovers. 18th in turnover rate are the Atlanta Hawks in the last 5 games. Knicks are 12th in turnover rate. So protect the basketball, force them to turn over the basketball. All those extra turnovers, those fast break points, and those the chance that they have on offensive rebounding as well and creating second chance points. I think the New York Knicks have so many different options to score the basketball on this Atlanta Hawks team in a revenge game, in a tournament that rewards scoring. I mean, I know that they're out of the group stage, but when you think NBA Cup, you think scoring, and then think about the players. Josh Hart has been saying for a minute, I want AAP. That's what I want with the NBA Cup. I'm gonna get a watch at the end of it. I want to win the NBA Cup to get the watch. Josh Hart has been saying it. This Knicks team has told themselves that hey, they want to support the guys that may not get the playing time, that are putting in work behind the scenes on the roster to go out there and have a really, really good performance and try to bring home the money for them. Jalen Brunson has talked about it. Josh Hart has talked about it. I think this team puts up or shuts up. I think they do win the game. And I think it's large part because they're going to put up their team total. So Knicks team total over 122.5. That is play number 1 for me. Play number 2, we're going over to that Warriors game. Warriors on the road going to play the Houston Rockets. Rockets are laying 222 is the total. First gut says under. First gut play says under. I may still get to betting the under in the game. But before I do that, I'm just going to go back to a player that's had some horrible games against the Golden State Warriors, and that's Fred VanVleet. And so we're going to take Fred VanVleet to go under 21.5 points and rebounds in this game. He has been under this line in let me go back. Full season, he's been under this line in 16 of 22 games this season. He's been under in 9 of his last 15 games. He's been under 6 of the last 10. And if you look at the head-to-head against the Warriors, he has not hit this over in 5 of his last 5 meetings against the Warriors. In fact, these totals have been very, very far off. So, again, the line is 21.5. He has had 8, 15, 14, 14, and 17 points and rebounds against the Warriors in his last 5 games, with the 17 being the most recent. I think that this is a spot where this Warriors team already plays tough defensively. I expect to see a tough defensive effort in this matchup. I don't think that they're just going to allow the guards to be able to control the game. I did leave the assist off because I think that forcing the ball out of Fred VanVleet's hands, it could lead to a number of assists, dump balls to maybe an Alperen Sengun, where Sengun is able to score on the inside. and he's able to rack up assists like that. So I left the assists off, but he's been really, really good to this number in terms of the under, and I'm gonna fade him here again and say that not Oklahoma State, but that Golden State continues to play really, really good defense in this game. Again, I do like the under for the game, so that kind of correlates. I'm taking Fred VanVleet here, going under 21 and a half points and rebounds against the Golden State Warriors. This has been a tough matchup for him, and I think it's going to continue to be a tough one. All right. With that, that's it. Those are the two plays. We're going with the New York Knicks. We're going to back them one more time here. New York Knicks go over their team total over 122 and a half. And we're going to go with Fred VanVleet. And we're going to take the under 21 and a half points and rebounds in this game. All right, make sure you give me a follow on X at reallyreal__. Hey, follow us on Betting Pros as well. Make sure you get those YouTube shorts and all of that. We did have a down day. Isaiah Hartenstein came up. I think he came up in assist short. Let me check the box score and make sure that he didn't sneak one in there at the end of the game. But I'm pretty sure he came up in assist short. Yeah, he did. Had him for 3.5. He went for 4. Tough. It's all right. We'll bounce back there. I'll have another YouTube short out later. Make sure you give us a follow on at Betting Pros on X and TikTok to get those, at Betting Pros NFL as well on Instagram, and youtube.com/Betting Pros to get access to the YouTube shorts. Make sure you're subscribed. Drop a like on the Fast Break Bets video. Hey, and if you also comment as well, you can get a chance to win a Tyler Hero autograph signed jersey. Tyler Hero, you will have a chance to win a Tyler Hero autograph signed jersey. So make sure you do that. With that, that's it for me. I have nothing else to say, nothing else to do. No other way of ending the podcast. Just going to end it like this. Everybody be safe. We're out of here.